Grant, let's start with going back in time, right? Let's go back in time. Let's rewind back to you were a little boy because you started your youth career with Carlisle United, right? Was that your hometown team
Yeah.
or and
Yeah, that,
yeah, go on.
yeah, they were my hometown team. I signed there when I was about 10, 11. That's when you kind of started. That's when they had teams. I played there up until I was 15. And then I kind of knew that I wasn't going to get anything, and I was kind of not really enjoying it. It was just a bit, sometimes it's just a bit too serious too early. And I was enjoying having the fun of playing football as a kid, and it just got a bit too serious too early. And I kind of didn't fall out of love with it, but I just was enjoying the system. And then that was me. I made the decision to leave, and honestly, it was like the best thing I ever done. It was the most hard to leave your hometown club, but the most unlifting thing I ever done because it let me go back and play with friends and play men's football and get enjoyment and a smile on my face, and it was the best thing I ever done.
well, you joined Walkington, am I saying, or Workington? Well, how do you pronounce them? Walkington?
Yeah, you're second time. Yeah, you're right, Workington. Yeah,
Workington.
So
yeah.
I joined them at the time. They were just having a little bit of a rise, and I was fortunate enough to get in there. I played there for 7 months. At the end of the season, managed to get a couple of goals, and then luckily for me, there was a guy there who was really good friends with the Halifax assistant manager at the time, and he said, "Look, you need to come and have a look at this kid. He's scoring goals for fun. He's bright. He's enthusiastic." And literally, they came to watch me last game of the season where we won the league, and that was it really. They signed me off the back of that, which was good.
While you were actually playing at Workington, you were also a tire fitter.
Yeah,
life has come a long way, isn't it?
I got reminded of that last week because I was actually doing one of my friend's truck tires, and I was like, "Oh my god, I haven't done this for a long time." It's one of the things that I've got a real big. I always try and say to our football lads, I'm very fortunate that I get to go in Norwich most of the time and speak to the young lads, and I'm quite known there and at the school and stuff when they come in. I always give a massive thing on education. When I was younger, it was all about being a footballer, and I keep trying to tell them I achieved it, but I didn't achieve it at 15, 16. And like you said, I came out and went to be a tight fitter because I literally had nothing else. I'd flunked my GCSEs. I should have got 7 A to C's. I got 1, all because I put all my eggs in one basket and dreamed of being this footballer. Eventually, I achieved that, but it wasn't until I was effectively 20, 21-year-old where I really had classed myself as a pro, to be honest with you. So I always said to the lads, look, no matter what career you're at, please get your education because, like as well, you finish at 29, 30 if you're lucky, 35 if you're really fortunate. And we've got a long time left. You've got nearly 20, 25, 30 years left of work.
Or more.
If you're going to come out... Exactly, yeah. And if you come out of football, and we all know how hard it is, that everyone wants that one job in coaching, everyone wants that one job in recruitment. So for me, it's one of them things where I have a real big issue with people and say, look, get your education first, football second, and if you're good enough, you'll get your football regardless.
Yeah, but going back then, right, obviously that wasn't obvious for you, and even for me at some stage in school, I was always playing a fool, didn't really pay attention. Yeah. All I wanted to just play. Of course, on hindsight, we think about how important that is, right? Let's talk about, because you, from Halifax town, you had an opportunity to move to Sorrento in Australia. You went on loan there. But before we get to that, I want to thank everybody jumping on the show, the Bola Bola show. People are just pounding in the questions. There are loads of questions coming up. We'll get to all the questions, guys. Someone, Maza Ahmad, said, the man with the crazy left foot. Yeah, all right. That's you, I suppose. People are asking, like, how proud is the Norwich Academy with the Canwell's success this season? You also played for Huddersfield Town. So that's a lot of questions. As we move along, I'll pose all the questions to you. But let's get back to Sorrento. I believe that's the time that you actually met with Trevor Morgan, who also coached in Singapore.
Yeah, it wasn't actually a loan. What basically happened was I went to when I was at Halifax. I had a season there, and then the next pre-season I was doing really well, playing games, really fit, really strong, and then I was speaking about August time when the season was just about to start. I mean, my family had gone on a holiday, and it transpired my dad had came back and he got ill. He'd had like a deep vein thrombosis kind of thing. And I was like, oh, that's a bit strange. Not like you, because he was still playing sport and healthy. And just as the season was about to kick off the week before, I got the news that he had cancer.
Oh,
Yeah, and literally within the space of him getting in August, he actually passed away in the September within that space of a month. And yeah, it's one of them things. I'd gone from 18-year-old being on a high, ready for the first season at Halifax, and all this happened with my dad. And literally, he passed away in the September. I'd gone on loan to work again just to be at home with the family, and it was kind of everything transpired at the same time. In the meantime, just to compound me, look, the Peter Butler, who was there at the time, the assistant manager, who was good friends with Trevor Morgan.
Yeah.
He actually they got sacked at the same time. So it was kind of a culmination of everything. I ended up leaving there and going to. I got released because my head wasn't in the right space, and I went back to Barrow.